of reform. So how do you invest in Kenya? And there are 4 ways you can invest in Kenya. First of all, you can just come to Kenya. Our procedures for opening a business is very much streamlined. Within 24 to 48 hours, you've got your business. It doesn't happen like that even in Delaware. So it can't get better. So you can come as yourself, as your business, to open a branch, an offshore subsidiary of your company, a fresh company registration. And by the way, you do not need to know anybody, not even Alfred Mutua, for you to be able to open a business in Kenya. It is that straightforward, and most of our services are actually digital. By end of July, we are going to have 5,000 government services available online on our digital platform, the e-citizen, as part of our e-government approach, and you can be able to take advantage of that. You can also choose to invest in the Nairobi Securities Exchange, one of the most robust, most liquid exchanges in Africa, and which this year we are going to deepen the scope and the breadth of the capital markets through a number of listing and privatization. Some of the brands that you've seen here that Meg has talked about. Government of Kenya owns up to 20% of Isuzu. That is going to be available for sale this year. Government of Kenya owns 20% of the bottling subsidiary of Coca-Cola. That is going to be up for grabs this year, and many other privatizations, including our pipeline company and the 2 companies that are controlling our renewable resources, that is Kengen and Geothermal. That is talking to the commitment of the government of Kenya in terms of ensuring that we exit the space of enterprise and we let the private sector grow. The third way that you can be able to invest in Kenya is by taking advantage of our special economic zones with all the incentives and that come with that. And Moderna has chosen that route, choosing to set up within our special economic zone of Tatu City. And I think somebody from Tatu City is right here. And he has whispered to me that he's not fully booked, so you can catch up with him right here. Our export processing zones, which account for 70% of the exports to the United States, mostly powered by apparel. Meg has talked about apparel. By the way, we are having a waiting list of 300 companies trying to relocate, especially from Asia to Kenya, to take advantage of AGOA, the duty-free, quota-free market access program that fuels our exports to the United States. And finally, for those of you who are risk-averse, we are working now with the World Bank to set up the Kenya Jobs and Economic Transformation Program, what you're calling KJET, which is really a crowdsourcing platform that's bringing together companies and institutions, including U.S. government companies like U.S. Exim, U.S. Trade and Development Agency, and all of you are free to come and join there. So there may be some reasons why you may not want to invest in Kenya, but surely it cannot be because of lack of choices. Maybe you don't like my face. But what I foresee going forward is that I am sure, going by the way this relationship is going, that in the coming 2 years, 2 things I'm very confident of. One, 2 out of 3 new investments in Kenya are going to come from the United States. That's assuming that Meg Whitman continues. I'm going to confiscate her passport when she gets back to Kenya to ensure that we continue with this journey and prosper Africa, to continue ensuring that we create that environment that's conducive for you to enter Kenya. And second thing is that for another 10 years, the New York Marathon and the Boston Marathon are going to be won by Kenyans. So that's really speaking to the certainty of this relationship. So with those few remarks, let me take this opportunity to invite Mr. Eden Mohammed, a Presidential Advisor on Economic Affairs, to come and make his presentation. Thank you very much.